85% of the investments made so far globally are accorded to various green and sustainability based asset classes. So that is where organizations have to now comply with these standards. Also, the emissions that a data center emits is actually adding up to the emissions of your customers. So your scope 1 and scope 3 and scope 2 emissions are the scope 3 emissions of your customers. Hence, the more and more you look at global organizations, the more the demand is going to be to ensure that you comply with all the international and Indian regulatory standards when it comes to your scope emissions as well. In India, the government of India has already started BRSR reporting, so business responsibility and sustainability reporting. Very soon, this data is going to be treated at par with financial data. Today, we see a lot of greenwashing happening, which means that reports are made, compliances are achieved without really data backing it up. Maybe 1 year or 2 years down the line, you'll not be able to do that, similar to how you cannot fudge or essentially wash your financial data. So this data and the compliances are going to be a business imperative, and it is important for organizations to start thinking of it as a business strategy rather than a good to have sort of a perspective. A lot of the times we measure the efficiency of our data centers with this term called PUE, power use effectiveness. In India, the PUE is typically close to on average about 1.55 to 1.56, which, obviously there is a need for us to improve it, but PUE alone as a factor is no longer sufficient. Because what PUE does not take into account is a couple of other metrics, which is called as CUE and WUE. So your carbon use effectiveness and your water use effectiveness.